Fantasy Football Mania here, and today we're bringing you guys 5 fantasy playoff winners that you need to have on your roster if you want to win your league this season. Ricardo Walker here with my partner,
Vasilopoulous.
and let's get into it.
So just letting y'all know, all these players that we are about to tell y'all all have really good matchups to close out this season. So that's the main reason why we picked these guys.
Yep. And to start off, we have a QB that's been playing very good this season. Even with his top 2 wide receivers going down to injury, he still managed to put up decent numbers. And with one of his wide receivers coming back this week, he's definitely going to get back to those 20-point games and getting that high QB1 production. The QB I'm talking about is Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, he's ranked 6 in a PPR format on Yahoo, which is very good. That's actually excellent. So he's been playing great this season, and I expect him to continue his rampage of a season, especially with this upcoming schedule he has. In week 13, he gets Carolina, which is a great matchup. And then he has Las Vegas in week 14, who's allowed the 8th amount of points to QBs. And then in week 16, he gets Dallas. And in the championship, he gets Carolina again. So these are all very good matchups. So you should definitely start Baker Mayfield towards the end of the season if he's on your roster. Don't hesitate. Start him. He's going to get you those points.
Hey, we know the Bucks love to throw the ball. Mike Evans is going to come back. Baker is set up to really be a good player during the playoffs.
Yeah, he could definitely carry you.
Even if he the guy to get you into the playoffs, because week 13, 14, he has elite matchups. So running back, next position that we have, our guy is Chuba Hubbard of the Carolina Panthers. Now, a lot of people have mixed feelings about Chuba Hubbard. On one side, he's been a consistent bell cow back where he gets all the touches. He averages 16 points a game in PPR. In Carolina, they don't really have much offense there. As a Panthers fan, I know I watch pretty much every game. And Chuba Hubbard has been like that one guy that doesn't disappoint. Like who they're playing, who's at QB. Chuba Hubbard's been putting out great games. The reason why people don't really like him is because Jonathan Brooks, the former standout running back at Texas, he tore his ACL last year, November, about a year ago, and he's finally coming back this week off of IR. And it's been said that he's going to get some touches, and some people are scared that Chuba Hubbard's not going to be as good with Brooks coming in, but I think he'll be fine. He's going to get the goal line work. They just extended him. They still really like him. And Chuba Hubbard in the playoffs, his schedule is just amazing. Week 15, he has Dallas, who allows the fourth most points to running backs. Then he plays Arizona, who has allowed some big games to running backs, and Tampa Bay, who allows the fifth most running backs in the championship. So those are all going to be hopefully big weeks for Chuba Hubbard. We really like him for the playoffs.
For sure. And Chuba Hubbard this season, he's low key kind of been like the Amon Ra of running backs. Very consistent. He's always going to get you points. So definitely a must start rest of season and a player you should ride out through the playoffs. And the next player we have for you guys today is going to be Will Disley, tight end for the Los Angeles Chargers. Will Disley, this is a very interesting player as he just popped up on the scene like last week actually, because he had his first TD of the season, and he had 18 PPR points, which is very good for a tight end. I actually just recently picked him up in my league. But Will Disley's schedule looks very promising rest of season. I know him and Brock Bowers actually have the easiest tight end schedules rest of the season for tight ends, so that's very good. And with the way Herbert has been targeting Disley, he's been averaging like 6 targets a game. And if he starts getting touchdowns now, he's really a weapon. So you should definitely put Will Disley in your starting lineup, especially if you're trying to stream tight ends. If he's on your waiver, pick him up if you still can, because he's gonna come through for you for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I think Justin Herbert is top five, top six QB in the league. And all he's really had outside of Disley this year is Lad McConkey. Disley is maybe the number two option in the Chargers offense. He has a good schedule. He's been getting targets. I think you should definitely pick him up. And that brings us to our next playoff winner, which is a team, not a player, Arizona Cardinals defense.
Hmm.
Now, beginning of the season,
Nice.
some people liked the Cardinals, some people didn't like the Cardinals. The main reason why people didn't, while they knew the offense was going to be good, everyone thought Arizona's defense was going to really be the weak part of their team. But recently, they've been putting together some good performances. They've been looking like a legit defense. In last four games of the season, they have a really good stretch. They have Seattle, New England, Carolina in the semifinals. In the chip, they have the LA Rams, which that's a tough matchup. But I still think they're worth adding if you can get 4 or 5 really good weeks out of them, get to your chip and stick with them or find someone else. But I think they're going to be a playoff winner for sure.
Yep, that was very well said. And our final playoff winner we have for you guys today. This is a big one. I actually think he's flew under the radar. He's very underrated. Jacoby Myers from the Las Vegas Raiders. Now we all know Devontae Adams got traded from the Raiders, but that opened up things for Myers because now he's getting like 8 targets a game. I actually think 2 weeks ago it was he had 11 targets. That's Jamar Chase numbers, who's the wide receiver one in fantasy right now. So he's getting looks. They're trying to get him the ball. Him and Brock Bowers really all they have. So of course he's going to have that volume. And with the upcoming schedule, it actually looks very promising.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers. I mean, Rico mentioned that he had 11 targets 2 weeks ago. He didn't even score a touchdown. He dropped about 20 points. That's just amazing. To close out the season, Tampa Bay, they allow the fourth most points to receivers. That's in week 14. Entering the playoffs, he has Atlanta. And then for the last 2 weeks, Jacksonville, semifinals, second most points allowed to receivers. And then he has New Orleans, who has a struggling defense. So he's set up to really, really be an underrated guy through the playoffs that people don't talk about. But looking at his schedule, looking at his targets, Jacoby Myers is set to go off.
Yeah, for sure. If he's on your waiver wires, please pick him up because I know you may be looking at him like who's Jacoby Myers, but he's the wide receiver one, and he can make some big plays for you. I could see him having a few weeks down the stretch where he gets 22 points, 18 points, which is what you need. You need a player that's gonna step up for you in the championship to just push you over that hump and help you get that chip.
And if you don't know, if you don't know if you should trust us, I'm 9-2 in our main league, and Rico is 7-4. We're both championship contenders, so you know, shows that we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're just gonna have to see what happens, but I'm excited. Playoff fantasies are about to come up. My fault. Fantasy playoffs are about to come up, but yeah, let's get into it. And I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. I'm ready though. Silly.
Definitely. You don't even need to ask me.
Yeah, but that's all we have for you guys today. Um, please, we need the support. Can you guys please hit the like and subscribe button? That'll help us get out there, get noticed. And we're giving out good advice to anyone who's new to fantasy or needs fantasy advice. So just hit that subscribe, watch our videos, and we really give out good information. So just
Keep
get,
watching.
yeah. See y'all later, and that's all we have today.
Peace.
Peace.